I'd like to show you an algorithm that isn't shown on Wiley Plus, but you will need it for testing. So this is a multiplication algorithm, and it's called the Russian Peasant algorithm. You can see that we're going to be having a column here for halving and a column for doubling. So we're going to be multiplying 27 times 51 in our first example. Now you notice here the 27, we divide it by 2 and we get 13 and a half, but we round down to 13. 13 divided by 2 would be 6 and a half, and we round down to 6. Maybe an easier way to do it would be to round 13 down to an even number, which would be 12, and 12 divided by 6, or 12 divided by 2 would be 6. So then we continue. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and we'll round 3 down to 2 and divide it by 2, and we get 1. So once you hit 1, you stop. So with the other factor, we're going to double that one. So 51 times 2 is 102, times 2 is 204, times 408, or times 2 is 408, and then times 2 is 816. We then look only in the column here for halving, and we cross out the even numbers. So we're crossing out the even 6 and the doubling 204. The answer to the problem will be the remaining doubled numbers added together. So in this case, 51 times 27 would be 1,377. So I'll do another example for you. Let's look at A. So we have A is, we're going to have let's have the 68. And we'll double the 35. So let's start by having the 68. So we're going to get 34. Half of 34 is 17. 17 rounded down to 16, and half of that would be 8. We have 4. Next, what would we have? 2 and 1. So now we're going to double 35 just as many times. So 35 times 2 is 70. 70 times 2 is 140. 140 times 2 is 280. And 280 times 2 is 560. 560 times 2 will be, let's see, 0. 6 times 2 is 12, carry the 1, so we'll have 1,120, and that one will be easy to double. Okay, so let's look in our halves column, and let's cross out the evens. So, let's see. 8 is even. Oh, this is getting rid of a lot of them. And this one's even. So all we need to do is add the 140 plus the 2,240. So our solution here will be 2,380. Maybe we'll give another one a try. Let's draw a line here. And let's pick the second one. So our halving column, I'm just going to do an H here for the sake of time. We have our column up there. And we'll make a D here for doubling. So, of course, order doesn't matter. We could choose to put the 38 and have that one, or we could choose to have the 62 because multiplication is commutative. But I think 62 may be an easier number to double. So let's start here with our 38 and start halving. So 38, half of that will be 19. So round 19 to 18, and that will be 9. Round 9 down to 8, and half of that will be 4. And this will be 2, and we'll have a 1. So let's double 62 just as many times. So we have what, 124 we have 248. Okay, 8 times 2 is 16, carry the 1. So I'll make that 9, and this one 4. So double this is 12, carry the 1. That'll be 19, carry the 1, and that'll be 9. And then we have 4. 18, carry the 1, and 19. So let's cross out the even ones. 4 is even, and the 2 is even. So we will be adding 124, 248, and 1,984. So compatible numbers would be the 4 and 4 is 8, 8 and 8 is 16, and I have a carry. So 2 and 1 is 3, and 4 is 7, and 8 is 15, and I have a carry. So 1 and 1 is 2, 4 and 9 is 13, carry the 1 is 2.